sell your n8n automations? I see a lot of people on Reddit and they're trying to sell their automations. They make beautiful workflows. They make it themselves, they steal it, templates, but in the end, it's not really of use when you're not using it yourself or you cannot sell it to anyone. This is what I do to sell my automations. First off, I scrape data via Outscraper. I just do that locally here in the Netherlands, Amsterdam, around 100 to 500 businesses. And when I scrape that data, I just send an email via the software Brevo. I just create a list, send them out an email. And within 3 to 5 days, I try to follow up with the phone call. The main thing here is when you try to call, you're not trying to sell your automations, right? You are trying to set an appointment, and you should not sound like a salesman at all. The best thing you can do is first email, and then you call them, and then you just say, hey, with Roy, and then you just say nothing. Then they're going to think Roy, and then you say like, yes, Roy from AI workflow automations, and I just recently sent you an email, and have you read it? And now the conversation is open. You're not sounding like a salesman. They are thinking like, hey, where do I know this guy from? Then you're just trying to ask some questions like, hey, are you already using automations? If yes, what kind of automation are you using? If no, are you looking into it, or why not? Simple questions. You just need to have a couple of them written down, and if you do it a couple of times, it will flow quite easily. The second thing is, it just takes around 5, maybe 10 minutes, this first call, to try and see if they're interested, if they're not using it and would like to. You can really understand quite quickly from a call if they're interested in talking about it or not. But you do need to make sure that you do not push anything, and that you're really like in a consultant, that you have your consultant hat on, and not like this sales expert, super confident alpha male guy. Just make sure that you try to have a consultant role and try to help them. So the goal is to have a second appointment with them, and you can just ask if they would be interested into that. And if you reach out to around 100 to 500 people, let's say 500, you will get maybe 5 appointments in the beginning, as you're probably not as good in setting appointments and that kind of stuff, and that is no problem. You only need a couple of clients to give you some money, and you can move on from there. If you have some clients that pay you, for example, 200 or 300 euros per month, you can use that the next time to get some advertisement going, right? That is the first step. Second thing is, when you get to that second appointment, you need to make sure that you have a good offer, right? You can create really easy offers, and I think the best that I've learned is to just do it for free for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, depending. You also need to like to work with the client, right? Sometimes you have people that just don't understand it, or it's pain in the ass to work with some people. You don't want to spend your time there, and you need to enjoy it, right? The money is nice, but you also need to enjoy it. And if you get nice money and the people you work with are also nice, it's really a win-win, and you need to get more of those kind of people. Start maybe doing it for free for 2 or 3 months, and if they like it, if they see the value in it afterwards, they will continue with it, right? And if they don't want to continue, you can ask them, why do you not want to continue with my services? Maybe you give too low value, maybe they need a little bit more enhanced workflows. But this is just trying to get an understanding of how you need to shape your services, right? Don't only try to sell the services, right? Because everyone is doing that, not only the workflow services. Try to sell, for example, we have a monthly checkup. I will send you some reporting on how many tasks are automated, how many times are saved, like some reporting in there, right? Give them some customer support in the package, etc. Because the thing is, if I sell my workflow automation to a customer and you do the same, they're just going to compare on price, and then you're a commodity, right? That is not how you would like to have your services available. You want to have a package that they cannot compare to any other business, right? So you need to make it different than what everyone else is doing. And if you do that and do it for free, build a relationship, really good relationship, have many checkup points. In the end, we sell to humans, right? It's all about human connection. Sometimes you hear someone say, I'm in the car business. No, I'm in the banking business. No, you're not. You are selling to humans, and it's all about human connection. And that is just very important. If you give this trial, workflow, services package, just try to have a lot of touch points with the client, check if everything is okay, what they would like, try to discover as much as possible. In the meantime, you also do market research, right? And you will understand what kind of clients you can serve, where you can provide good service, but also with what clients you would like to work. This is my take on how to get new clients. And if you would like to see more videos in the future, hit that subscribe button.